Hi, in this video we're going to look at installing WordPress, or more importantly, installing your master plugin into a WordPress site. Now, the plugin needs to be on a WordPress site, and we seriously recommend that we put this on its own site. You don't have to have a new domain name or anything at all. We can just use an existing site, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that with my existing site here. I'm going to install WordPress now, and we're going to do that from cPanel. And the only checks I really need to make is to understand that I've got enough disk space on here and that we've got an SQL database available. So I'm going to use one database for one WordPress install. So let's just go and do that now. As I said, I'm going to use an existing domain name. I've already got a site on here, so you don't need a new one. But I'm just going to go down to Software and Services, and I'm going to use Fantastico Deluxe. And we're going to install a WordPress blog using that system. Okay, once in Fantastico, we simply select WordPress. And then we're going to select a new installation. You can see I've already got some other installations on this domain. So I'm just going to select a new one. And then I need to fill in some of this. So the domain's already defined for me. If you've got a shared hosting, then you may have a number of other domains on here as well. And you can select whatever domain you want, obviously. And I'm going to install it into a directory. So this will just be in a directory. In this case, I'm just going to call it Control22. Doesn't matter what you call it. And I'm going to put an administrative name and password. No, I'm just going to use Tony and Tony, but you need to use something more secure, obviously, for your login. This will be your admin login to your master blog. So you want this to be nice and secure. So make sure you've got a good, strong username and password in there. And that's all I'm going to do. And then I'm going to click Install WordPress. And then it just confirm what's going on here. And as you can see now, it's going to install it at lifelonghosting.net Control22. So that's where my sites will be. And I'm just going to finish the installation. That'll just take a couple of seconds. And there it is now installed. And it will tell me my username is Tony, password Tony, and the lifelonghosting.net Control22/WP-admin is the administrative login. So you want to make a note of this at this point. So I'm just going to go there to the admin page where I can log in. And my username and password in. And there I am in the admin panel or in the dashboard. So the first thing I'm going to do is update everything, make sure it's up to date. It says I've got 4 updates to do here. So let's just have a look and see what those are. First of all, I'm going to update the WordPress version. And it's all done, up to date. Your version may be different, of course. I've got a few more things to do, a few more updates to do. Let's just check those. Now we've got a plugin here, but that's Akismet. We're not going to be using that, so I'm going to delete that in a moment. And we've got to update these themes. Well, actually, I'm just going to update the 2011 theme in this particular case. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I'm going to go to, let's go to plugins for a start. Let's see what plugins we've got here. And we've got Akismet. These are default plugins. And I'm actually going to delete those because I don't want them. So let's just delete those plugins. Yes, delete the files. Fantastic. And let's go to themes. We do that by appearance and themes. And I'm basically going to delete everything except this 2011 theme. So let's just get rid of all these. Delete. 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 And delete. Okay, we're not using it as a blog, we're just using the admin area as a wrapper for the tool, for the actual management center. So we don't need to do any of this. Only one thing I am going to do now, and let's just go to Settings and Reading. And I'm going to discourage search engines from indexing this site. It won't stop them, but there'll be a default page on the site and nothing to index, so we'll if it's not indexed, then obviously it makes it less visible to the outside world. Okay, with that done, we are all up to date. So the next thing to do is to install our plugin. So let's go add new. Now I've downloaded the master plugin from the download page, so I'm going to upload that. Let's just find that one. It's in my downloads directory. And install that plugin. And when it's installed, I can activate it. Everything is okay. We should have now this WPManager master, or maybe another name in your particular install. It may have a different version number, of course, as well. But this is where our master plugin goes. And with that in, we should be able to go to dashboard, and the same name we should be able to see up here, WPManager in this case. And we're initially presented with the ability to enter a secret key.